Hi and welcome to morning stretching. In between the exercises, I'm going to read something about the Venae Cavae, and participating in the exercises is at your own risk. And the Venae Cavae has something to do with the blood system, so I'm going to talk the whole time about the blood system. Let's start with the first exercise. The legs are standing wide apart. We're breathing in, going down, and out, and we're coming up. And breathe in again, and out, and breathe in again, and out, in, and out, and another round, in, out, get in, and out, and now breathe in and close the legs, and we've done the opening exercise. So we always breathe in through the nose, deep into the chest, and out through the mouth. So breathe always in through the nose, into the chest, and out through the mouth. Now to the Venae Cavae. There are two Venae Cavae, is the first point. It's a list of points to the Venae Cavae. There are two Venae Cavae. So there are two of them, not just one. There are two Venae Cavae. The next exercise. The legs are standing a bit more than shoulder wide apart. We're breathing in and bring our arms up. And we're breathing out and going to one side. And now breathe in again and open the rib cage. So breathe in. And out. And again in. And out, back into the middle. And breathe in. And out and go to the left side. And breathe in. Open the rib cage. And out. And again in. And out, back into the middle. So there are two Venae Cavae. The second point. One is the Superior Vena Cava, the other one the Inferior Vena Cava. Vena Cava is singular and Venae Cavae is plural. It's Latin, so A and then A. Vena Cava, and then two of them are Venae Cavae. Vena Cava, Venae Cavae. And one is the superior and the other one the inferior. So there are two of them. One is the Superior Vena Cava, the other one the Inferior Vena Cava. Together they are the Venae Cavae. The next exercise. We're having again the legs standing a bit more than shoulder wide apart. We are breathing in and out, and one hand slides down the leg and the other shoulder stays down. And breathe in. And out, and we're taking the arm over. And breathe in and open the rib cage. So breathe in. And out. And again in. And out, back into the middle. And breathe in. And out, and the other hand slides down the leg. And breathe in. And now out, and take the arm over. And breathe in and open the rib cage. And out. And again in. And out, back into the middle. So there are two Venae Cavae, and one of them is the Superior Vena Cava, and the other one the Inferior Vena Cava. The two Venae Cavae are large blood vessels. So they are blood vessels, what we're talking about. They are large blood vessels. Through them blood flows. And they are here and here. The two Venae Cavae are delivering blood to the heart. Therefore, the two Venae Cavae are of a blood vessel type vein. So they are bringing blood to the heart. Our two Venae Cavae, and everything that brings blood to the heart, every blood vessel is a vein. So the two Vena Cavae, the Superior Vena Cava and the Inferior Vena Cava, are veins delivering blood to the heart. The two Vena Cavae veins are delivering deoxygenated blood to the heart. So they're bringing deoxygenated blood to the heart. So the blood was used, has lost the blood has brought through apheres oxygen to the body parts, and the oxygen was used up, and now these two veins, these Vena Cavae, bringing the blood back to the heart. and it's deoxygenated, so we're bringing it back, so we have veins, and it's deoxygenated, it was in the body part and comes back. So it's now deoxygenated blood coming back through the superior vena cava and the inferior vena cava, which are the venae cavae. Next exercise, now we're having the feet standing together, we are breathing in, lifting our arms up, and we are breathing out, and one hand comes down. And we're breathing in and reaching in both directions, so breathe in, and out. Bring the arm up. And breathe in. And out, and one hand comes down. And breathe in and reach. So breathe in. And out. And we're going to do it now with a cycle. So breathe in. And out, and one hand comes down. And breathe in and reach. And out. And again in. And out, and one hand comes down. And breathe in and reach. And out. So our two Venae Cavae, the superior vena cava and the inferior vena cava, are delivering deoxygenated blood back to the heart. The place where the two Vena Cavae are delivering the blood to is called the right atrium. So not just somewhere at the heart, but to the right atrium. So the heart has 4 chambers. These are right atrium, right ventricle, left atrium, and left ventricle. And they are delivering the blood to the right atrium, here, from here the inferior vena cava, and to the right atrium, the superior vena cava, superior vena cava. So both to the right atrium of the heart. The superior vena cava delivers blood back from the upper part of the body, coming from the brachiocephalic veins, which drain the arm, head, and neck. So brachiocephalic veins are coming here from the arms, and they are joining here to the superior vena cava, and then the superior vena cava delivers into the right atrium of the heart. So the superior vena cava brings the blood from the brachiocephalic veins, which gets the blood from the arms, but also from the neck and so on, and then here, and then into the right atrium of the heart. The superior vena cava does not have a valve. The inferior vena cava has a eustachian valve, which after birth becomes functionless. So the aorta coming from the left ventricle of the heart has the aortic valve, and there's a valve, a tracheostomy valve between right atrium and right ventricle, and the mitral valve between left atrium and left ventricle, and the pulmonary valve to the pulmonary artery. But there's not a valve between the superior vena cava coming into the right atrium. It just goes in there. And the inferior vena cava, which goes also into the right atrium, has a valve, but it's functionless after birth. It is only used during pregnancy, during the pregnant phase. And that valve of the inferior vena cava, which is functionless after birth, is the eustachian valve. The inferior vena cava brings the blood from the lower part of the body and the legs back to the right atrium at the heart. And the inferior vena cava brings the blood from the lower part of the body. It goes here and from the lower part of the body. But a bit more to that in a moment. So the legs standing wide apart, we are breathing in. And out, and we're diving down. And we're breathing in. And out. And again in. And out. And in. And out. And again in. So we're changing to one leg onto one leg. So breathe in. And out. And again in. And out, we're changing to the other leg. And breathe in. And out. And breathe in. And out, back into the middle. And breathe in. And out, we're coming up slowly with the round back and making it to top and backwards, shoulder roll. The left and right common iliac vein are bringing blood from the lower part of the body. The left and right common iliac vein are joining at the end of the spine at the height of the fifth lumbar vertebrae to the inferior vena cava, which then brings the blood up to the right atrium at the heart. So the common iliac vein, they are somewhere here, and they are bringing the blood from the legs and from the upper part of the body, and they are joining at the height of the fifth lumbar vertebra. So the lumbar spine is the lower part of the spine, and the fifth lumbar vertebra is around here at that height. And where they are joining, the common iliac veins, the right and left one, they are joining, and then the inferior vena cava travels the whole way up to the heart and goes then into the right atrium of the heart. And the next exercise. We are having the legs standing together, we are breathing in, and out we're diving down. And breathe in, and out. And again, and out. And breathe in, and out. And in, and out. We're coming again, slowly up, round back, and making it tablet backwards, shoulder up. And the next exercise, the garden pose. The toes are pointing to the outside. We have around an ulnar length space between our heels, breathing in and lifting our arms up. And out, and we're coming down and placing the arms against the inside of the elbows. And we're breathing in and coming straight up at the back. So breathe in. And out and the back comes. And breathe in. And out back into the garden pose. And breathe in and straighten the back. And out back into the garden pose. And breathe in. And out back into the garden pose. And we're going to breathe in, and when we breathe out again, we're coming up, holding in one straight line. So breathe in. And out, and we're coming slowly up, one straight line. And to the last exercise, the seahorse pose. We're having a standing leg and are placing the heel of the mobile leg above the knee of the other leg, the standing leg. And do this only if you can do it without injuring your knee. We're breathing in. And out, and we're going down. So, the two vena cavae are the superior vena cava, and just this part, vena cava, and the inferior vena cava. Both coming here to the heart, into the right atrium of the heart. And the superior vena cava does not have a valve, and the inferior vena cava has a valve, but it's functionless in persons who have been born. And the inferior vena cava gets the blood from the common iliac vein. They are both veins, superior vena cava and inferior vena cava are both veins, bringing deoxygenated blood to the heart. The inferior vena cava gets the blood from the common iliac vein, from the legs and the abdomen and the lower part of the body, and we're coming up and changing. And again, we heel above the knee, and we're going down to the heart, and the superior vena cava gets the blood from the two brachiocephalic, or right and left brachiocephalic, which are joining here, into the right atrium, and the brachiocephalics from the right and left arm, bringing the blood from the right and left arm, but also from the neck and the head. And staying a bit lower, lower. And we're coming up. And we're doing just the last exercise. We're breathing in. And out. It's the same as we did as the opening exercise. And in. And out. And again in. Out. In. Out. And now we're closing the legs. And we're done with the morning stretching. So the two vena cavae. There are two. One is the superior vena cava, and the other one the inferior vena cava. Both are veins bringing deoxygenated blood to the heart, to the right atrium. The superior vena cava brings the blood through the brachiocephalics, so brachiocephalics are joining here to the superior vena cava, and they are bringing the blood from the arms and from the neck and head. And the inferior vena cava brings the blood coming from the common iliac veins, from the legs and the abdomen, and the common iliac veins are joining at the height of the fifth lumbar vertebra. So here, and then it travels the whole way up and comes into the right atrium of the heart. And the superior vena cava does not have a valve, but the inferior vena cava has after the functionless eustachian valve. I thank you very much, and until next time.